Coming up on Cedar Valley today, Wartburg celebrates 2016's Outfly. The city of Waverly starts a program for restoring ash trees, and we hear the presidential candidates' reactions to their portrayals on Saturday Night Live. This is Cedar Valley Today. Hello and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Kaylin Thompson. Outfly is a Wartburg College tradition that traces back to the late 1800s. Also called by its German name, Ausflug, it's a one-day holiday for students that happens once a year during fall term. Let's take a look at the start of Outfly from yesterday. This is not your typical wake-up call, but it's one Wartburg students look forward to hearing every year. Because this sound means no class for the day. Students have been waiting for this day since school started in September.
It's been a while.
Student body president Tyler Vogel was the only student who knew the date.
You know, when President Colson and I sat down towards the beginning of the year, we had some dates picked out, and this one seemed like the best time, trying to get the best Outfly for everyone.
Some are experiencing Outfly for the very first time.
They tell you about this event, and that was one of the reasons that I came to Wartburg, because I'm like, this seems like a really cool tradition that they have going on here.
While others are trying to make their last Outfly as a student count.
It's like crazy to look back and think of like the previous years and just to know how fast it's gone. And I'm so excited to grab some breakfast this morning.
Happy Outfly. Happy Outfly.
Wartburg faculty and staff get up early with the students to serve them breakfast on Outfly morning.
Good morning. Hot food, no wait.
Mathematics professor Mariah Bergen has been serving breakfast to the students for nearly 20 years. She says she enjoys helping the students celebrate.
I love Outfly breakfast. I'm a big morning person, and so I rarely get to see the students at this time of the morning when I'm at my best, and they're not.
This just marks the beginning of the day for Outfly.
Speaking as a senior, I think it's going to be really sentimental. It's the last Outfly you're going to have, you know? I mean, it's always fun when you're an alumni, but it's the last one as a student. But that freshman, this is the start of a great first 4 years here.
It's a day celebrated on Wartburg's campus and all around the nation, because as they say, tradition never graduates. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Kaylin Thompson. Damage to many trees in Waverly. Waverly Trees Forever is partnering with several nurseries and greenhouses in the area to combat the issue with an incentive program. Until November 1st, the program will give citizens a chance to receive a discount up to $75 towards the removal of the trees. The businesses involved are Teeth Nursery, Wells Hollow Landscaping, and Eckers Flowers and Greenhouses.
Really, with the ash borer coming in and it damaging and killing the trees, and all of that dieback is actually very dangerous, especially on the easements or if you have an ash tree up by your house. With the dead branches, you know, you have big branches, limbs that can fall, that can damage vehicles, damage your home. So it is important to take action.
After the break, find out how the presidential nominees feel about their Saturday Night Live portrayals. Stay with us.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Over the past few weeks, SNL has been poking fun at the 2016 presidential candidates. Now we know how they feel about it. CNN's Jeannie Moose has the story.
Maybe it was Alec Baldwin portraying him as Jaws.
Number 2, no lifetime limits.
That made Donald Trump want to bite back.
And number 3,
And SNL, but Donald called it a hit job on me. Time to retire the boring and unfunny show. Alec Baldwin portrayal stinks.
And number 4.
Baldwin himself must not have been too hurt because he retweeted Trump's insult. And to think Donald himself has graced SNL over the years.
Call me on the cell phone.
Apparently before it was boring and unfunny.
It's a special thing. It's a great honor. You know, it's like a feather in your cap.
Okay, so Trump says Baldwin stinks, but what does Hillary think about how she's been portrayed?
When Kate McKinnon came out with the walker, I thought I was going to fall off my chair.
I'd like to begin tonight by attempting a casual lean.
Obviously, SNL won't be saying sorry to Trump.
I deeply apologize.
Are you trying to say apologize?
No, I would never do that.
Another thing Trump almost never does. Have you ever seen Donald Trump laugh? You rarely see the Donald genuinely cracking up. We found only a couple of instances from this campaign. The jolliest was when a screech interrupted a Trump rally.
This is something you shouldn't do. What was that? Is that a dog? It's Hillary.
Bet you won't catch the Donald doing this while watching SNL.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Jeannie Moe, CNN, New York.
After the break, we'll take a look at some social media stories from around the Cedar Valley. Stay with us. Here's what's trending in the Cedar Valley. College students from across the state were able to meet with entrepreneurs and technology leaders in the Cedar Valley. That's because the Greater Cedar Valley Alliance partnered with the Technology Association of Iowa to talk about opportunities in launching careers or companies. The students met at different sites across Cedar Falls, Waterloo, and other Cedar Valley areas. The annual Waverly Chamber Vines and Steins fundraiser will be happening this Friday night. The event will be held at the Waverly Health Center's Tendrils Rooftop Gardens from 7 to 9. At the event, you can sample beer and wine from local breweries and wineries, bid on silent auction items, and network with peers. There is no set admittance fee, but a donation is suggested. Call 319-352-4526 to register. Now here's a look at your local weather.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Thanks.
Wartburg Sociology Club is bringing people from the Missouri Division of Youth Services to the college to talk about their uniquely successful approach to juvenile justice. Here to tell us more is President-elect of the Sociology Club, Kayla Beavers. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So could you kind of give us a background of the Missouri approach and also the people that are coming this evening?
Absolutely. So the Missouri Division of Youth has a really unique approach to juvenile justice, and their main focus is rehabilitation, and they've received so much attention for how successful their programs are. And we're extremely fortunate to have the two individuals that we do have on campus with us, Donald Picorni and Sonia Williams, because they have devoted their whole careers to DYS, which is the Division of Youth Services for Missouri. And they actually started out in the front line, working directly with the kids on the floor supervision, and they have worked their way up through administration into the positions they are in today. So that gives us incredibly insightful information as to the dynamics of this very successful organization.
Okay, so why bring this to campus for Sociology Club and also those criminal justice majors?
Absolutely. So Sociology and Criminology Club was actually started last school year, and I reached out to the former director of the Division of Youth Services, Tim Decker is his name. From what I hear, he's a phenomenal guy. However, he moved to a different position within the organization. So I reached out to them and I said, hey, would you be interested in coming to Wartburg and sharing a little bit about your organization and what's so successful about your juvenile justice program? And Donald Picorni is the one who got back to me, and he said yes. So we've been planning this, and they're coming to our campus tonight. And I think it's very important for all students because juvenile justice is a very trending issue in today's society. When you look at the United States relative to other countries, we have very high incarceration rates. So our criminal justice program needs some help. And juvenile justice is the critical time period, adolescence is the critical time period to make those interventions.
Okay, and so with that Missouri system, I guess what are some of those things that Iowa as a state could take away?
There's been stories in the news about centers that have been kind of exposed for handling things incorrectly. For example, solitary confinement, that's been a trending issue. And when these things happen, a lot of times people reach out to the Missouri Division of Youth and they say, we need your help. So there's a lot of things that we could change here in Iowa.
Okay, and you kind of talked about the effect it will have on students and Wartburg faculty and staff. What about those community members that might be in attendance tonight?
Absolutely. So I work at Bremwood here in Waverly. It's a residential treatment center, and I'm hoping that a lot of my coworkers will be in attendance tonight. So I think it's very important for community members because, again, this is an issue relative to everyone. And looking at these effective components of an organization is applicable to anyone.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
this
morning. The presentation will start tonight at 7 in the McCaskey Lyceum. Again, students, faculty, staff, and community members all are welcome.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid. A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close. I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us. But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words. These are not my words. These are not my words.
M&Ms will soon have a trendy, permanent new flavor, caramel. Each bite-sized lentil of the newest candy has a soft caramel center covered in milk chocolate in its familiar, colorful shell. It's a tasty addition to its milk chocolate, peanut, and peanut butter flavors. A Mars chocolate researcher says caramel is the fastest growing segment in food right now. While candy lovers are thrilled about the news, they'll have to hang on for a while because caramel M&Ms won't hit the market until May. We just want to thank you for watching Cedar Valley today. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for more Cedar Valley content. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.